Lyra and the Wild Growth Walker package. Alright, so, Grixis Midrange. Grixis is kind of a fan favorite color combination for a lot of folks, so we've had a lot of unsuccessful Grixis decks on stream. That being said, I kind of don't mind the look of what this one is doing. In my experience so far, if you're going to play Grixis successfully in this format, it tends to involve having a more aggressive slant, because Grixis's big shortcoming that it has is that it's unable to answer problem permanents like enchantments consistently, or at all in this case. So we need to have an aggressive slant, so that way when our opponent plays a card that we can't answer, we can just kill them. Lightning Strike's kind of a sweet card. I haven't really played this in many mid-range decks, but it seems like a good fit, because this is a card that helps us. It's an answer reach split card, right? Like, it can close the game out faster against control decks, but it's also a control card against aggressive decks. Let's go ahead and dive on in to some Grixis midrange here and see how it goes. It's me Snitches. Thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday and a great start to your weekend. I would love to play first. Easy mulligan here. We've got 6 non-foil cards, so hand's pretty ugly. I think I ditched that. I think I want to give myself the best chance to hit 4th land on 4. Mr. Panda Gaming, thanks for cashing in your Prime this way again. Welcome back. The Bolas is looking good, feeling good here. Got the fire breathing going on. Whole lot of fire going on. That was a striking play from the opponent. Alright. I think I just want to bedevil this before they rip the land. Which card? Discard over here. So, if they attack and adapt with this Growth Chamber Guardian this turn, we'll take 4 down to 12, and then next turn if I rip a land, I can Angrath the Growth Chamber Guardian. I would guess some of what you just said is true, Gendy, but again, remember, a lot of the decks we play on stream are viewer-submitted deck lists, so I don't quite have strong opinions on how this deck is built as of yet, because it's a viewer submitted deck and I'm trying to play some games to get a feel for what it's doing. Made a couple of small edits, but nothing major. That's unfortunate. I think I play this and offer the trade, or take the trade if they offer it. They just have so many removal spells that kill this Midnight Reaper. Like, usually they have 4 strikes, some number of shocks, other things like that. They didn't just kill this, which makes me think maybe they don't have a removal spell. So I'm gonna try and do this. If we get to untap with this Hostage Taker, we'll be in an incredible spot. Now, them offering the trade this turn kind of implies that they have a way to kill the Hostage Taker. It's really unfortunate. Because they're offering the trade now because they want to take the Reaper off the table. So that way the Hostage Shaker doesn't draw me a card as well. I really like Gruul aggro. I think Gruul aggro is pretty bad against Sultai, but I think that's its only pretty bad matchup. And I think even that is, like, fairly winnable. I think that archetype has the tools to be successful in a variety of matchups. I think we're dead. I don't have good answers to this card. This card is a big part of why. What is Warrior midrange? So I think maybe we're having a misunderstanding of what you're classifying as Warrior midrange Panda Gaming. So when I say aggro, I think I'm including the builds of when I say aggro, I'm including decks that aren't playing Zerta Goblin, for instance. Yeah. I don't think you have to have Pelt Collectors in your deck to be considered a Gruul aggro deck, in my humblest of opinions. Leave one Midnight Reaper in, and the rest of these cards are very good. So, like, if you look on my website, you could, on the deck listed under Gruul aggro, you could probably make an argument that that's more of a mid-range deck, but that's definitely my preferred build. I personally do not like the Pelt Collectors and the Zerta Goblins. Yeah, I would consider those aggressive decks, which is mostly semantics, but when I'm saying aggro, I'm being all encompassing there. Do you have one of your 12 pieces of removal? Yeah, I agree. The lower to the ground builds didn't feel good. I really prefer the builds that have Phoenixes and stuff like that in them. Yeah, I would describe my preferred build as the one with the Skraken Hellkites in it, and I would describe it as an aggressive mid-range deck, but it's definitely closer to the aggro side of the spectrum, I think. Like, it's far more of an aggro deck than, say, Sultai mid-ranges, for example.
Never seen water burn?
Yes, when Hostage Shaker leaves play, the exiled card comes right back.
No fire. No.
If they have Nullhide Ferox, I'll concede. It's not a big deal. Wonder if we'll see Lightning Strike into land Hellkite attack. Spellbreaker attack, yep. Spellbreaker is just so good against Planeswalkers.
Back to the devil's chains.
And like Angrath, bless his heart, he's no Teferi. I think I'm holding on to this for now. I'm still at 20. Sandy, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday and a good start to your weekend. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I have 2 copies of Bedevil. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. How do you think Selesnya tokens fares against the Gruul aggro deck? I think if it's what I consider the good version of Gruul aggro, which is playing 4 versions of Chain Whirler, you're heavily favored against tokens. Especially because most of the iterations I've been playing play 2 copies of Fiery Cannonade in the sideboard, which also just like dumps on tokens. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Oakland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you are one of the many people in the world who enjoy standard best of 3 constructed with sideboards, this is definitely a channel for you. We play a ton of different decks here, and we change decks every 60 to 90 minutes, so you get a lot of variety here. This Grixis deck that we're playing, and a lot of decks that I play on this channel, is a viewer-submitted deck list. If you have an awesome idea that you'd like to get on stream at some point in the future, be sure to check out how to submit that on my website, jeffoakland.com. As always, I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of my sponsors here really quick. Quip provides wonderful, affordable, quality electric toothbrushes. If you head on over to bit.ly/HugoQuip, you can save, you can get your first refill kit of another brush head, toothpaste, and battery with them for free. Also, if you sign in using your Twitch account at that link as a thank you for checking out the sponsor, you can bump a deck in my queue by 25 points. BCW Supplies, the only ones I trust to protect my paper. Magic the Gathering cards, they do sleeves, deck boxes, binders, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories. And using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com, you can save 10% on all of your purchases there with them. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn your cards into other cards directly to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take 1% fee off the top. And of course, InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they have on their website. We're going to head on into our next match here with this Grixis mid-range deck. See what we can shake out of the trees here. Thanks, Ditpick. I know you changed what modern decks you're accepting. The old regime, just as to discourage people from like posting in chat randomly like that. Anything that you want me to play, even though my standards have changed, please put it through the form on my website. That helps me stay organized. It helps me see if you're submitting a stock version of a deck or something that's more of a brew. And then I'll let you know via email each weekday evening if something's okay or not. Yeah, the integrated natural ads I think are much more appealing than the bam, have a Twitch ad punch you in the face style thing that Tempo Storm is wanting me to run. I'll shill their Red Bull and DX Racer and all other things all day, but it's really sad that this art doesn't have a full art. A borderless probably look really good. Yeah, no worries, regime. It just helps me stay organized. That way I don't have little bits coming in lots of different places. I appreciate it. Settle, banished from deck list because it's really not well positioned. It's not good against blue aggro, and it's mediocre against Sultai because their Grixis will grind you out. Although I could see it being good in the hero sideboard because the hero deck grinds Sultai into the ground. I've not heard back from my Tempo Storm rep yet. Everything seems to move very slowly in this world. So I'm just working under my original contract, which doesn't require me to run adverts. If that changes at some point, it changes at some point. Is there anything more miserable than playing against Wilderness Reclamation? Slamming your hand in a car door. Stubbing your big toe. Falling down the stairs. I could probably list a few other things, but you probably get the picture. It's also bad against Spellbreaker too, that's another one. Oh, did they draw a removal spell? They drew incubation incongruity, didn't they? Wow, they didn't. Okay, interesting. Why is the bottom of my Bolas blank? Chat. Chat. They're censoring Nicol Bolas. I don't understand. Think I want to shoot this? You know, it's interesting. If they wouldn't have played this elf, they could have incubated both of these this turn, right? His abilities are too strong. I shall not be full-hearted. They have Sinister Sabotage in their deck? Wow, they have Sinister Sabotage in their deck. Interesting. Alright. I think we're supposed to just shoot the Grixis here. This means they get to kill my Bolas next turn, though, which sucks. They, like, adapt this, attack in. Man, this is like the first time I've ever flipped a Bolas, and it's just been like, nah, dog, that's not good enough. Yeah, exactly, Dallas. Am I about to get mass manipulated? I'm about to get mass manipulated. Holy crap.
My knowledge is endless.
All right. I don't have any counterspells, so I probably need to keep Kitesail and Thought Erasure. Just having more removal should be good here. Rekindling Phoenix is probably not necessary. Midnight Reaper's probably not great. I don't have that many instant sorceries for Ral to be very good. Let's give this a try. God, normally before someone roughs me up that bad, they buy me dinner first. That was a little brutal. I think it's a good idea to buy the pre-order pack. Yeah, I think if you were gonna buy 50 booster packs anyways, it's a good deal. You get 50 packs plus cosmetics on top of it. Kerbel, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. For shipping your Bezo bucks back this way again. That's true. Usually when we get beat up that badly, it's we're losing tickets on Magic Online. Alright, this hand wants to draw some lands. It's pretty good if it does. Alright, let's do it. And do it, and do it, and do it again. You are one turn late, Thought Erasure. Do you have a way to kill this? Crushing Canopy, Incubation Incongruity. Land drop. Land drops, baby, land drops, baby, baby, land drops. Do 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 do. Nazal Primal Tide. Opponent's build is sweet. I thought for more time than I'd like to admit for something clever to say. Good to have you around again, Waffle. Hope life is treating you swell. Thanks for the 12 months. Show me y'all secrets. Rude. Poor Dragonskull Summit in Hinterland Harbor. The forgotten and unloved dual lands. We sit up late at night, crying ever so silently about the rough lot they've been dealt in life. I'm gonna go ahead and just strike this down. So if they Grixis here, we'll untap and Hostage Taker it. What was the Modern deck today? We played Mono Green Tron this morning. I would like to take my hostage back, please. Yeah, I think the opponent might be playing the Steal Your Stuff list that Zach linked earlier. Yeah, because Nicol Bolas is our card, it's a great card to Hostage Taker. So if they were to get rid of this, the Nick would come back into play under our control. Another Frilled Mystic. Sabotage, alright. L5R. I have not. Is there a benefit to killing your thing to avoid the counter spell to get your Bolas back into play? Huh. That is an interesting thought. I could see that being a reasonable line of play. I did not think about that. I lose the hostage taker with that line, which is the downside. But maybe that's worth it. I'm going to play this rather than Nick, because I think there's a good chance they have a Sinister Sabotage this turn. And I'd rather this get countered than Nick get countered. Are you facing Nexus? No, they're playing like blue-green steal your stuff. They're on like ramp cards and like entrancing melodies and mass manipulations. Yeah, this might pop up and kill them next turn, which would be nice. Or they're gonna melody both of my things, and I'm gonna be incredibly sad. Rough. That's a good draw. That one. Chupacabra is hungry for some Grixis. I toggled the webcam border on because our opponent stole all of our stuff in game one. The top of the deck was nice and cozy warm. It really was. Alright, so seeing what their deck is doing now, I think I actually want these Plaguecrafters back in. They've got more 1-for-1 threats. I think I want less of these Lava Coils. Maybe I want some of these Duresses even. Not 100% sure what they have going on over there. Yeah, taking like their mass manips or their melodies, and they have like Sinister Sabotage too, right? So Duress could like take those as well. Feels meaningful. Waiting. Do 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 do. If you had to pick one mid-range deck to climb up the ladder right now, would it be Sultai? No, I don't hate myself enough to grind with Sultai. If your goal is to actually climb the ladder quickly, or like in any reasonable amount of time, playing Sultai seems like a big mistake. I would probably play Temur Climb or Temur Domri, because they're like mid-range decks that have aggressive draws, so you can actually kill people. Unknown Stuber, thank you for the 13 months of resubscription there. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, they explicitly asked for a mid-range deck, so my pick for a mid-range deck would probably be... Temur Climb. Well, they were going to turn 3 Vivian us, so I'm really glad that we have this Thought Erasure. I'm going to ditch that, right? I don't have any flyers at the moment. Yeah, Aristocrats isn't a bad pick either. Mid-range, I would play a mid-range deck with an aggressive slant. And again, there's some gray area on like what you consider what as well. Like someone else mentioned Growl Warriors. I do think that's like a mid-range aggro deck. I would play that. If you want to classify that as a mid-range deck, I would play that one. Deck's real powerful. We'll shoot. Yeah, but like, so like, what I refer to as like aggressive mid-range decks, like, kind of qualify for both of that, right? Maybe not the 10th turn plus. I don't know that like 10th turn plus necessarily means is a good qualifier for mid-range. Like, I might give you like 7 or 8 maybe, but I think 10's a little extreme. I think best of 1 is better, best of 3 is faster. If your win rate's good, best of 3 is probably better. I don't know, whatever you prefer playing. I don't think either of them are meaningfully faster than the other, so whichever you prefer playing is probably the most ideal. Uh-oh. Audio bug. These people are great by their stuff. These people also pretty great by their stuff. Back to regularly scheduled Magic Arena. It's actually the first dirt nap of the afternoon, because I started late today. I think we're probably dead here. I guess I play this and eat the Midnight Reaper. I'm gonna get like Frilled Mystic and died. I'm not really a big Vorthos dude. I play games like Magic for the strategy aspect, not really for like the storytelling. I know a lot of people are really into that, but I'm just not one of them. I really miss the books from Fat Packs. I read a lot of Fat Pack books growing up. In fact, I think they're still in a box in my garage. Yoink. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I'm gonna Lightning Strike this Incubation Druid because it keeps the Grixis from drawing one less card. Land would be swell here. Some Plaguecrafter. Feeling pretty dead here. Maybe their hand is all blanks. Maybe their first Grixis that drew 3 cards didn't draw a second Grixis. If ifs and buts were coconuts. Yep. They're called bundles now. They're not even fat packs anymore. My childhood's been destroyed. I actually still have, the fat packs would come with a spin down with the set symbol on them. I still have, spin downs with Apocalypse and Lorwyn set symbols on them from forever ago. Gosh, the Apocalypse one is like 20 years old at this point almost. They're fat like P-H-A-T. Come on now. That wasn't how it was spelled, but... Thick boys, the best of bundles. Let's see, our Chemist's Insight's gonna bury us in card advantage, huh? Yeah, we're pretty done here. Chat, I've got some bad news. I think Grixis and Naya are gonna retire to the farm together with Old Yeller. I think we're gonna send him out back on into the next life until War of the Spark gets here. Like if I were to die tomorrow, I would want Grixis and Naya midrange decks to be at my funeral as pallbearers so they could let me down one more time. They're just incredibly disappointing in this format. Okay. Joke's on you. I thought Fat was dating us a little bit hard and then someone makes a Lassie reference. Right? Who's Lassie? Kids these days, no respect for their history. Alright, please have a spell. Please have a spell. Please have a spell. Ding. Man, look at all of these cards that synergize incredibly well with their hero in the Precinct 1. This card is totally not just Grizzly Bears. Complete Grizzly Bear and Hero of the Precinct 1. Completely unrelated Magic cards. Oh no! Oh no! The pride cometh before the fall, chat. Never forget. The pride cometh before the fall. You think I can fit anything else in here with my foot? I think there's Dear Diary. Don't go back to Friday, April 5th. It is not happiness. Don't go there. Wait, did the mouse over previews break on foil cards again? I thought the mouse over preview worked on these. Is that not the case? I thought they fixed that. Yeah, the integrations are really sweet, fixed. Look at how pretty this hand is. Except for this card, which is going straight to the ugly corner. I'm down for both of these. I want to make sure I draw the Dragonskull Summit here as opposed to the Angrath. So this way if they Thought Erasure me this turn, they don't see the Angrath. They don't know it's coming. Thankfully, we've got old Choupy here. He's hungry for some pirates. Gobble, gobble. You know, there might have been some merit there to shocking in the Steam Vent so that way my opponent doesn't know that I'm guaranteed the 5th land next turn. It's been a little bit rough, Black Dragon. Grixis is not well suited for the current format. Hopefully the new 5-mana Nicol Bolas can help change that, but as is, Grixis is having a hard knock life. Do 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 do. Grix isn't. Grix isn't and Mar don't. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't draw spells. Isn't Grixis generally not the best? Nah, there was a Grixis energy deck that was like pretty reasonable. Back when standard was dog poop. Alright, they're down to 7. They can hit me with the Thief of Sanity, but they are down to 7. Yeah, we might just race them here. Yikes. You see, they spoiled a card that's Mana Fear for 2 and makes the creature enter with a 1/1 counter. I did. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe I'm supposed to play this first so I can surveil in case they block here. They're probably low enough that they're obligated to block there. Although that's a good reason to wait. Blast that one. Am I supposed to get my Midnight Reaper back? Maybe I'm supposed to get my Midnight Reaper back. I don't know. Grixis was the best deck in Legacy for like 5 years. But that was 4 color with Deathrite Shaman, right? So not strictly Grixis. So like the opponent's low here. But they've got way more cards than us. It's not particularly close. Let's see him tuck in Midnight Reaper here, I assume. This gives me the opportunity to Lava Coil their Hostage Taker, which is nice. We drew a blocker. Okay. So, this kills this. Nick takes the last card out of their hand. And suddenly I'm in an okay spot. That was a Mortify, yep. This one's gonna be close. Maybe, possibly. Yep. Yep. Land. 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 Okay. That forces a block. Interesting. So they elected to not trade for the Midnight Reaper because they wanted to deny me the card draw. Wonder how that works out for them. Yep. Top of your deck wasn't good. How's the top of mine? Scale of 1 to dead. What are we working with here? They skipped taking my Nicol Bolas. They've had something better than Nicol Bolas. Lava Coil. Yep, seems much better than Nicol Bolas. And for your next trick, yeah. I think I'm done getting beat up with this one. Yeah, Grixis and Naya mid-range decks, they just don't really have the tools to be competitive right now. Now, honestly, Naya's probably closer than Grixis just because it has better answers, but the things that these decks have to take opposing things off the battlefield are just too narrow on average. I think not ideal. I think if you want to play something like this, you need to have a much more aggressive slant than what these have, so that way you can just run people down instead of trying to like answer their stuff.